So I think I want to start doing some car talks, make it like a weekly thing or something. I do have to leave in a little bit. I am currently at the office, but I wanted to talk about, you know, when you're in business, when you're having to make tough decisions, like, how do you even go about that? How do you go about not stressing? How do you go about pushing forward and not letting it overtake your mental, right? So this past weekend, I had a tough question that I'm not going to say what it was, but I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure if I should go this route or where to go. And I was telling like my family about it, my mom about it, and she was basically like, go pray. Which, yeah, it's like I tell you guys too, like, you always want to make sure you pray. And sometimes when we're in the midst of, life and doing things, we sometimes forget to pray. And I was like, you know what, you're right. But then I started, I was working that day, and I started thinking a little bit more, and I was like, you know what really, like, when God really speaks to you is when you pray and fast at the same time. So I was like, all right, no, I'm going on a fast. So I go into my fast, basically, I pray, basically talking to God, like having him really hear my heart, laying everything out to him. And then what I like to do is like write in my journal basically how I'm feeling, what like question did I have in regards to decisions I need to make, or whatever the case may be. I'm just super open and vulnerable, and I just like to write it down so I can always look back on it. And as I documented it's like a documentation, what is it, like documenting your journal for yourself. So as I documented my journal for myself, and time went on, and it started hitting the 20-hour mark of my fast, because I did 24 hours. I was like, okay, like, God really started making it clear to me of the decision I need to make. And you may be thinking, like, how did he make it clear to you? Guys, number one, fasting literally clears your mind, right? And it's a sacrifice. You're sacrificing something to be able to draw closer to God, right? Because it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. That's why you're sacrificing. It's a surrender. You're surrendering yourself. So different ways, like when you're fasting, you don't want to be on social media. Like, yeah, like I'm on YouTube here and there just scrolling and stuff, but like literally I had church. After church, I watched another sermon. I was reading my Bible. I was letting God direct me of what he wanted me to read. And, praying more, just continuing to pray, listen to worship music, having gospel music just constantly playing in my ear. And as it was playing in my ear and I was just going for a walk, everything just started to unravel in my head of like, okay, God wants you to take this leap of faith. And although sometimes it can be so scary, but when you do it and you look back, you say, thank you, because it's going to be scary, but just go and take that leap of faith. And it's crazy, but like, also, I want to encourage a lot of you guys to fast. Pray and fast. If you have a big decision you have to make, or, if you even don't have a decision, but you want to draw closer to God, if you're feeling more distance from God, fast, and you will definitely feel that connection with him. So remember, tough decisions, go to God. Easy decisions, go to God. Whatever it is, good, bad, ugly, go to God. And whatever, like what I like to say, if you do it on your own, if you just focus on doing things on your own and focused on your own desires, your business or whatever you're trying to build won't sustain. But if you build on that right foundation, if you build on Christ's foundation of what God wants for you, on his desires for you, then that's when it's going to take off. Because if you continue to build on your side and on your terms, just remember, you're going to keep living in a circle. It's just going to be a full-on cycle constantly. And you're going to wonder why am I going through this again? I just went through this last year. And it keeps on happening. It keeps on happening. It's time for you to make a change. Get on the right side, get on God's side, build on his foundation of what he wants for you, and that's when it's gonna take off. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.